Okay. Okay. And we are recording. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Success.
Awesome. But there are types of charm.
Yes, absolutely. And I had my notes here written down. Let me just go ahead and get into this. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Robert Orr, Rob the Locksmith, in my leather. It's good to hear from all you guys again here on the myself being the owner of Affiliate Chicken website. Our audience is growing. We are almost at 700 within our fan page membership using the Michael Chaney seven-figure franchise system. We look forward to putting out valuable information to all of you guys on hopefully a weekly basis through a process of scheduling and working with some fantastic marketers. We're lucky to be joined by a successful marketer by the name of Mike Allen on the line with us. Mike, say hello.
Good morning, everyone.
So let me go ahead and pull up my notepad here. I've got some questions for you. So, Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been doing internet marketing, how the market has changed. Give us some of your experience as far as recommendations that you can give to startups. This is a question I get all the time, so I'm just really happy to have you on the line, and I won't waste any of your time. So, just tell me about yourself and your success.
Gotcha. I originally come from California, and live in Denver now. So stuck in the snow there. I've been trying to do internet marketing since like 2000. I had a TE for a little while, like about 2012 to 2014. So like I remember even back like Mark Joyner giving out like his original reports back when they were first in the day. But the thing I think that I really lack, and maybe a lot of new people will need, is kind of a plan, I guess you might say. You want to have a plan for success. You want to plan out your activities. And you don't want to go at it like completely. And it's good to get someone to kind of teach you how to do things as well. If you can, get a mentor, that is a huge benefit as well.
Very good.
And
Yes, go ahead.
oh, most of the money that I make now would be from what I call conversation marketing.
Very good. Yes, I also have a couple mentors that I follow. I've learned that one of them being Brendan Mace, also Michael Chaney himself, and there's a couple others that I also consider mentors. I agree. Internet marketing is a career path that essentially affiliate in my market is the affiliate based market and list building email coach services that we offer, which essentially started with Amazon when they launched their affiliate network system, which was so successful and replicated in the community over time. Um, I can tell you that I've had a variety of successes with the seven figure franchise with the Michael Chaney platform on my side and the affiliate networkers that we're currently working with. It's opened more doors for me than I could have imagined, and it just all comes down to making an investment in yourself. And also, I've learned that just listening to people and not realizing that you know everything sometimes is a big step in the right direction by having a little humility and willing to learn from other people like Ty Lopez. A lot of these folks that have already done very well in their career paths, and so we're definitely open to that conversation. So since you've been doing this for a couple of years, Mike, can you tell me what's changed about the internet marketing path and what lessons you could part to us as far as being more startup enabled? I can tell you that now that I have my current audience and a very small list that I get contacted almost on a daily basis, so I can vouch for the successes that are involved when you have a pre-built funnel in place where you simply have to drive traffic to, and there's less work in actually having to reinvent that wheel. But how is the this market changed for you, and what would you say is a good advice for our listeners for adaptation?
I guess I would say back at the day, I was trying to get traffic, and that was one of the things I was interested in, like at the front. But I would say that it's probably not the right mindset you want to get into. Free traffic can help; it can be a nice little bonus or whatever. But eventually, you want to start investing in your business. You want to make efforts towards making it happen, as opposed to just kind of waiting for it to fall on you. That's why I was in the traffic exchange industry. I thought that I could help people, but it really turns out that a lot of that is just freebie seekers, and they're all marketers marketing to other marketers instead of marketing to someone that wants to buy. At some point, there's got to be an influx of buyers or whatever. So that whole system doesn't really work for me in particular. I didn't feel like I could help anyone, which is kind of why I got out of that industry. And I would say you eventually have to, like you were saying earlier, make an investment in yourself and your business, and sort of make things happen instead of just waiting for them to happen.
Yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you anymore. Um, and there's a lot to be said. I believe here, Mike, that when it comes to, because I think we had a little bit of time to talk about it, discussing the list building, the process of list building, the process of click banking, the process of trading traffic. One of my mentors, Brandon Mace, had put out some very valuable information concerning. Let me move this over here in the front so I'm facing the audience here. One of my mentors, Brendan Mace, taught me that one of the most valuable pieces of information everybody knows. We've all heard the zingers and the terms. The content is king. The money's in the list. Well, it's my opinion that all those things are true, but where you focus your time within the silos of traffic, how much energy do you truly want to put into something that's not going to give you a return on your investment? And that's where I've seen a lot of success. And within my program, Seven Figure Franchise, being a franchisee, I have personally helped other marketers make money, just influencing the market and influencing traffic patterns. But it's a lot of questions. And one of my mentors, Michael Cheney, he's constantly telling me, look, Robert, you need to focus on one thing. Try not to go all over the place. If you just focus on one area and master it, I think it starts to bubble up with a little bit of time. And I'm already starting to see that now, getting a little bit more focused into those realms. What would you say? Yeah. What would you say to our audience concerning if you are going to go ahead and pay for traffic? What are some of the services that you would recommend as far as those paid for campaigns?
I know everyone knows, and you hear different things about solo ad sellers. There are some good ones, there's some bad ones, for absolute sure. So that's one method that I've used to grow my list. And done well with some of the sellers, not so great with some of the other ones. And if it's the same page, I'm like, well, what was the main difference there then? If one gets 55% opt-in rate and the other one gets 30%, it's like, well, maybe it's the source, because my page didn't change. It's the exact same everything. So that can be a mixed bag there. You can also do ads. Recently, I sold a copy of Commissionology by just boosting a post. I made a blog post about Commissionology, and I was excited about that because it's one of the Michael Cheney products, and it gives a person access to all the funnels, and it gives you the promos, like 440. I'm like, this is something that's almost foolproof for a new person, so I was excited about it. Did a blog post about it, and then that posted on my fan page at Facebook, and it said, boost it for a few dollars. And I'm like, oh, why not, So I spent like $9 and made back 76. So,
nice.
I mean, not a bad, in my opinion.
No, that's very good. Absolutely, and congratulations on that. Very great work. When I talk to people about what I do, even within my, it's a difficult thing to talk to other people about because of the affiliate market. Marketing is such a difficult thing to talk about with most people in general, let alone the more specific niche that we are involved in, such as the list building and leveraging your list, and allowing those investments to allow you those higher opt-in forms. I have a couple solo ad people that I'm working with right now, trying to find a couple good ones. That's it's the art is in the science per se. You're absolutely right. If you can get one or two or three, maybe say juggling between them, a couple good solo ad vendors, then I couldn't agree with you anymore. And I think that's just a matter of trial and error as far as I see. Would you not agree?
Take it out and finding out. And usually if I have like a bad run, I'll still do like one more run just to see, well, was it just a one-off experience, or, was it something that's kind of their standard or whatever, and, kind of go from there. But a lot of testing, and making sure, because, when you're starting to spend money, you need to make sure that you're making money back. That's super important too.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you anymore. I just kind of wanted to ask you just kind of a couple outro questions here to kind of finalize things.
Sure.
What advice outside of what you've already given? What experience can you share discussing let's say maybe even the differences between JVZoo and ClickBank? I don't know if you've kind of dabbled on the ClickBank side as well. I recently got I didn't even mean to, but I recently got my account on Warrior Forms Band. Like, I wasn't even trying. And that's like, took a little talent. Oh, did I lose audio here? Oh, no, you're back. So there's definitely some pitfalls involved, a little dance that you have to play. It's a difficult thing, I think, to go from being someone that follows the rules versus someone that now becomes a curator, someone that is now creating content. It's a difficult thing to even launch a product or be affiliated in connection with a launch. When it comes to strategizing, what some of the services, what techniques do you recommend for if you see a launch coming down the pipe? What do you look for specifically when you're looking at an upcoming launch to promote?
Okay, so when I'm looking, I like Warrior Plus, I guess, best out of all the three between that and JVZoo and ClickBank. JVZoo has a lot of great products, but they're on the ban kind of from Facebook, so you kind of have to work around that, and there are workarounds for sure, but it just kind of sometimes makes me wonder. There's some great all models changes on there, so I don't think that's it. But I like Warrior Plus best. Anytime Brendan Mace launches something, I'm always on board with that. And I'm like, great products, this kind of thing. I definitely look for who is promoting more than just what the product is. If the product sucks, I'm not going to get it no matter who it is. But if I can trust the person, if I know they have a lot of integrity, that's a huge bonus for me. And I don't want to recommend to my list. Oh,
I'm still here.
Anything that. Oh, you're still okay. Cool. My screen is a little bit. So I just wouldn't want to recommend anything that would end up, hurting someone. I'm in the business to help people. I think that's one of the most important things, more than the money itself, is to be able to help someone get further in their goal. So that's the kind of products I look for, tools that will help someone, especially if they're new or struggling, that kind of thing. And again, if the person creating the product or putting out the product is a person that I find trustworthy, those are huge for me.
Absolutely. I appreciate that information, Mike. That's very valuable. That's very valuable information. I couldn't agree with you anymore. I think reaching out to some of your partners is an important strategy. I think it's important to establish communications, whether that's text or telephone calls like we're doing now. You want to be able to know the person that's promoting the product, and you want to be able to know what quality of product that's being put out. And I also agree with you. I believe that it's important to have your customers best interest at hand, that if you wouldn't buy into the software yourself, then to some degree, why would you promote something that you don't believe or use? For instance, I use a product called Profit Builder from the I Am Success group, which is a WordPress paid for theme, and I personally use it in my business. So it's a product that I'm approved to promote, and it's a product that I sell. So I couldn't agree with you anymore. You seem to have frozen a little bit there. Are you still with us?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Maybe you want to.
Oh,
It looks like it's my internet bandwidth that's causing issues here.
I got you. You were frozen for a second there too.
So that's great. So yeah, Mike, that's fantastic. I really do appreciate you taking some time during your in-between shifts here, and it's absolute my pleasure to have made your acquaintance. I hope that we can continue to have maybe some additional conversations in the future. My plan is to continue along this path of doing interviews with marketers like yourself that have already made sales with those payment processors such as JVZoo. So thank you, Mike. It's been an absolute pleasure having you. Thank you for taking time out of your day, and I look forward to talking to you in the future. And for you guys out there, again, this is Robert Orr, the locksmith, with AffiliateChicken.website. Feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in any of the programs that we have been referring to, and we can get you guys up to speed, fast tracking your own affiliate-based commissions in this very new market. Thank you guys, and have a great day. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
You have a great one.